Hello, this is Father Michael Nasser coming to you from St. Nicholas Orthodox Church here in Grand Rapids, Michigan for this week's Midweek Reflection. And this week I'm reflecting on asking for help. None of us, I don't think, really enjoy asking for help. In fact, some of us are so taken back by it that we just don't do it. Some of us don't do it ever, some of us rarely do it. But I think it's really important that we all get better at asking for help. You know, here we are in the Lenten season, and one of the qualities that we are trying to engender and grow in our lives is the quality of humility. Now, a lot of people mistake humility. They think it's about thinking bad about themselves or thinking that they're worse than other people. That's not really the idea. The idea is really to be accurate about ourselves. And when we're accurate about ourselves, we realize that none of us can do it on our own. We all need help. My parish is going to find out in a few hours something that I asked for help. And that process of asking for it was really hard for me. Much harder than it had to be. Much harder than it should have been. But that's my personality. It's a lot of your personalities where we don't like to do it. Somehow we think that we're not supposed to need help from anybody. And yet, I think most of us, hopefully all of us, would say if anybody needed help, would you be there for them? Of course you would. And you wouldn't think there's anything wrong with the person asking you for help. But somehow when it's us, we just think there's something wrong with asking for it. So during this Lenten season, as we are trying to change, that's what repentance is, we're trying to change. One of the things we all need to change is this idea that we can do it on our own, that we don't need anybody else, we don't need to ask for anything, and really have the humility, have the accuracy to see, no, I do need help. I can't do it on my own. That help can come in all kinds of forms and shapes. Sometimes it's company, sometimes it's practical assistance, sometimes it's help figuring something out, sometimes it's just sitting next to somebody so they're not alone dealing with whatever they're dealing with. Whatever that happens to be, I think in our Lenten journey of repentance, let's all work a little harder to be a little more realistic about who we are and what we need, and have the humility to ask for help. God is a good and loving God. He has given us everything we need, and He's also given us the ability to realize that we need it and we need help, and He's given us the people around us that can do that. So let's accept the help that He's sending in the form of the people in our lives, and let's not be so afraid to ask for help when we need it. These are the gifts that God has sent us in our life to help us out. And hopefully in our humility, we'll realize that not only is it a good thing to do, we need it. We all need each other in all kinds of ways. And let's have the humility to say it and say it out loud and ask each other for the help that we need. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, please share with your friends via social media. And God willing, we'll see you next week's video.